Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I just had me a Microsoft moment. So I've got my dirty ice, I've got my soda, and we're going to talk about it. For those of you who are new to this channel, I'm a food blogger, so I often buy things like this soda in order to review them. Then I have them, and I can only consume so much soda at a time, so using them in these videos permits me to pace myself. And it also makes the video longer because, as you can see, the ice is frozen to the bottom of the glass, and now I have to wait for it to rise before I can drink my soda, or at least if it doesn't rise, I have to drink it warm. Anyway, for every 1,000 subscribers I gotta purchase one of these bracelets from 4Ocean. 4Ocean pulls a pound of trash out of the ocean every time I do that. If you'd be so kind as to comment, like, and subscribe, you'd be doing your part for a better world. Now, you know, back in the day, Microsoft became very popular because they apparently had the policy that they were going to bill all of their distributors by the number of computers they ship. Okay? If you ship 99 computers, you're going to get billed for 99 copies of Windows. And because Microsoft was the big format, there was no room for argument. Either you sold exclusively Windows computers or you didn't. This is where back in the day we used to call them IBM clones because they used the IBM operating system, which of course was Windows. So Windows or Microsoft has never exactly been the nice guys of computing. They're kind of a ruthless company that, you know, they set things up for them to succeed and others to fail. Well, you know, I am a Windows user, so I just had to restart my computer, and restarting my computer came with a lot of pains in the neck. One of them being OneDrive. Microsoft OneDrive is something that I've never really used. I've never really paid any attention to it. Every now and again, I get a notification on my computer that my OneDrive is full, and I've never used OneDrive before. So, in this case, I went onto my OneDrive because it was attached to this reinstall of Windows, and I saw a bunch of old files I didn't care about, files that had no business being in OneDrive. They're on the hard drive of a computer. They're not important. If I lose them, I can get them again. They're not proprietary to me. They were just files, things I downloaded offline that I was keeping for no apparent reason. So I deleted them. Okay, you know. Then a few minutes later, well, maybe a couple hours later, I got another notification that OneDrive was full. I'm like, what? I went into OneDrive again, and I found the files I was using to render videos. The files that are the outros for this channel, for example. And I was like, well, that's weird. Wonder how those got on there. I didn't put them on there, so I deleted them. Then I went to go and make another video, and the files had been deleted not only off my Microsoft OneDrive, but off of my computer. So luckily I have more than one copy of them, and I had to go get them. But it's like, OneDrive is 5 gigabytes, which is nothing. You can't store anything of value with 5 gigabytes. That's text files. And of course, they want you to buy more storage. So I had to unpair OneDrive with my computer in order to get OneDrive to stop interrupting me while I was working. Dust. Anyway, Meanwhile, another issue with this computer, of course, is that it doesn't have a word processing program. And I've been using Microsoft Word for more than 10 years now. I started using it in college. I had used Works originally. I think I used Word for a while. Then I moved to Open Office. And then in college, I got a student version of Word. After college, I had a computer geek. He is now retired. He used to give me Word on all of my computers. Well, now the problem is that it's Word 360 or Office 365, and you can get a free version, which makes you store everything online. What's the point of that? Okay, if your computer crashes, which mine is old and does all the time because it's a Windows computer, you now are stuck with whatever's online, but you have this limited storage space, so either you're paired and everything you have is going online, or you're not paired and you pretty much can't use 365. So they're basically, give us money or give us money. I so hate Microsoft at this point. I mean, there are free alternatives that I can switch to. They're not as good. I don't know if this whole online business is going to eventually piss people off enough so that they have to switch it back. But it's Microsoft. They do what they want. They've always done what they want, and there's nothing we can really do about it. It's like their web browser, You use it once. It's nearly impossible to get it to stop turning on. So you just deal with the inconvenience of it existing there, and the rest of the time you use something else. I mean, I think one of the reasons that they stopped supporting Windows 10 was because now that they stopped supporting Windows 10, everyone is going to have to get rid of their computer that has Word on it. This is going to cause a problem. The computer I was using had an unactivated version of Windows 10. And when I restarted the computer, it now had an activated version of Windows 10. So it was trying to get me to reactivate Windows 10, otherwise I couldn't safeguard the computer with a password. Okay. And now, this computer will only restart if it talks to my Microsoft account. So long as I have access to my email, I can stop people from stealing my computer, or at least my data. They would still be able to steal my computer by replacing the hard drive or replacing the operating system with something else. But this is one of those trends in our society, is making things more complicated so you have to give the manufacturer more money. It's like them making cars harder to fix, or, having proprietary softwares. It's just annoying. I mean, I think in my lifetime I've purchased Adobe Elements like 4 times. And it's like, 4 times? Really? And I can only use it on one computer at a time? Why can't I just use the older versions? Well, they don't work with Windows 10. But the computers they do work with are no longer supported, so they practically don't exist. Which is, of course, annoying because I paid for that software. I should get to use that software. My ice is rising finally. You know, I don't remember when 5 gigabytes of storage would have been all that useful. I know at some point in my life, I had a computer with a 6 gigabyte hard drive. And when that computer had problems, there was literally no possibility of getting another 6 gigabyte hard drive because they didn't make them anymore. I would have had to have gotten a used one, and what would have been the point? It's one of those basic problems with computing is that the numbers always kept getting bigger. The computer I was working on had a 110 gigabyte hard drive, and that was just way too small, which is why I had to restart Windows. Anyway, I'm sure if my grandfather were still alive, well, no, he probably never used a computer. My step-grandfather, well, his computer had floppy disks. Crazy how the world has changed. And crazy how Microsoft tried to get that last damn penny out of you. Anyway, thank you for sharing this moment with me. I'm Richard.
Oogog, Urganog. Daniel Ducky say YouTube gods need long outro so I can tell you comment, like, and subscribe so that this channel can pull trash out of ocean by buying matrices from For Ocean. Also, links to new video now appear. Comment, like, and subscribe, or be cursed by Ugatha. Daniel Ducky approves.